All right, we are live. Hopefully you guys can see and hear me. It is 6:30 p.m. here in Japan right now. Decided last night, or yesterday rather, was really good time streaming. Really enjoyed opening those Pokemon packs and hearing people's feedback based on how it went. So I felt like, hey, why not? It's Sunday. I still got a little free time today, so why not just do another one today? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I've got a pack of Terastal Festival. Terastal Festival. It's not a real word in English, yeah. And so I haven't had, like I said, I haven't had a lot of luck with these packs, but there's some pretty cool cards in here. If I'm really lucky, I'll get like a Sumbreon, which is this really awesome Umbreon card, or any of the evolutions for that matter. I'd be pretty happy with. So yeah, let's maybe just dig right in. If you're watching right now and you're able to chat, like if you're up on Twitter or any of these other services, hopefully you can shoot me a hey, what's up, and maybe I'll see it. I've got a bunch of different windows open, so maybe I will, maybe I won't. But if you're here, let me know. Let me go ahead and just type something in here really quick. Just GM. Boop. So that at least goes up on there. Cool. And so yeah, let's maybe just dig right in here. This time I'm just gonna go straight in with the X-Acto knife so we don't run into weird issues like last time. Nice and easy. There. Let's see. Looks like the mic is clipping again, but that should be okay. So no fat packs this time. There weren't any fat packs like with the Black Bolt and White Flare set. So these are a little less cards. Already knocking things over. A little less cards in each pack. But I think I didn't do the math, but I think it equates to roughly the same, maybe a little less. But here we go. We got 10 cards in each, I think. 10 packs, right? So like 100. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 10. So looking good. I love the design of these. Like at first, I was kind of, I don't know, I didn't love the whole crystal Pokemon kind of vibe, but they've kind of grown on me. And some of these cards just look really good. I think that was the initial impression from a lot of people. Like when the Sumbreons kind of came out, there's, the Moonbreons from Eevee Heroes, which I think in the US was Evolving Skies. It was like a mixed set, right, of EVs and the Rayquazas and stuff. Anyway, in Japan, there's Solku Stream, which is like Blue Sky Stream, and that was purely, or more or less purely, Rayquaza, whatever the Pokemon's name is. And then there was Eevee Heroes, which was like the focus on the evolutions and stuff. So yeah, these are I guess these weren't as maybe initially as popular when they first came out. I remember seeing a few people saying they didn't really like the designs of the crystal Pokemons, but yeah, anyway, they grew on me for sure too. So let's go ahead and start ripping into these babies, and hopefully I don't have to use my X-Acto too much here. Let's see if we can just open it from the bottom like usual. Yeah, maybe not on that first one. I don't know why I'm getting so unlucky with these lately. Try one more time from here. There we go. I got it. So again, I never like to use the tops here just because these little tear tabs basically end up ruining your cards if you're not super careful with it. So let's go here, and then I didn't have time to do the card trick for these here again too, so I'm just gonna have to wing it. So here's our first card, Korekure, and then we've got Burorong, Paojiang, Nokokoch. Ooh, nice little Pokeball. Jamming Tower. Jamming Tower. How does that look? Pretty good. Not bad. Move my camera over a little more. Okay. Grisha. Grisha is, what is that one in English? Come on. I know these. Glaceon, right? Grisha. Looks pretty good. Not an art rare. Despite these cards looking really good, they're still part of the, more or less the base set. They're under the 187 of the non-secret rares. You can see that right there. So, but still a very nice looking card. On that. Good. All right. What are we doing? Jirachi. It's a cutie. Nice little Jirachi. There's also a really great, amazing rare of this Pokemon that came out with. What set was it? In Japan, it was. I'm gonna draw a blank, aren't I? I don't know. It was around Shiny Star V when those came out. So like what, 2021 or thereabouts. Anyway, this is just a regular one, so I'm gonna throw him up here. What is this? Kaiso Hamma. Kaiso Hamma. So sport card. Aoki no Tegiwa. Tegiwa. To look that up. Aoki no Tegiwa. I don't know what a Tegiwa is. Not gloves, that's for sure. Teibukuro, unless like that's a weird word for glove. Teibukuro. Taro. This is a nice card. I know there's a really great or decent looking art rare of this particular card, so maybe I'll pull that later. So far, you know, nothing amazing, but not too bad. I'm looking a little bright on my camera up here. I wonder what's going on there. That's all right. Oops. Let me get that off camera. All right, let's see what pack number 2 has in store for us, huh? Hey, Yuki Arashi. Yuki Arashi. Like a nice little Kamakura hut. Cute. Peropuff. Peropuff. Sarunori. Ooh, seeing some shiny here. Bridgerus. Bridgerus is... What is that one? Let's look up a name here. Something Dome, right? It's that Steel Dragon type. 113. Archaludon. All right, so we got an Archaludon. Not bad. Ooh, Jolteon. This is Sundas. Sundas in Japanese. Not bad. Nothing too crazy. Terapagos. Which I hope this is also Terapagos in English. Let's see. This one's kind of like also one of the... Yeah, Terapagos. Thought that was an English one. So I haven't actually played Scarlet and Violet, so I don't know all of the newest Pokemon from this series. I do owe it to myself to play it at some point. Ho-Ho. Classic Pokemon. Subomi. Natio. And ending with a Terastal Orb. Terastal Orb. Alright, pack number 2 down. Put these all together here. Third pack. Move this over here. Here's our third pack here. What are we doing? Okay. Awesome. Kind of a weird tear on that one. Back in the middle there. See if I can put these on the side of it. All right, pack number 3. I can pick them up. All right, another Archaludon, Judarodon. More common variety here. Zoroa. Also think that's got the same naming in English, right? Miraidon. Another Pokemon with the same Japanese and English name. Looking pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Why I am so bright. I wonder if I can adjust that. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna do it midstream. Zeraora. Zeraora. I think, yeah, this one's also got another same name in English, right? Tetsuno Bujira? No. Tetsuno Bujin. I don't know why I went to raw. My eyes are rough today. Tetsuno Bujin. EX. Still got those really nice EX looking cards in this set too. So I've noticed, I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but these like Pokemon from the future and the past, again because I haven't played Scarlet Violet, their names are really strange for me. Like they're always like long and difficult in Japanese, I guess longer than normal. And I think the English ones that I've seen too are just, they're strange. Like it's hard for me to like picture the Pokemon based on the name and stuff. Again, probably because I haven't really played the game too much. But anyway, I digress. Nice little EX there. Doronch. Doronch. Jungera. Jungera. So, was it this one? Yeah, this was the card that they, I guess, hadn't released for a long time in the series because it borrows from the name of like a living magician. In Japanese anyway. So I know there was like I think there was a lawsuit, maybe a settlement, whatever. Anyway, little trivia. You should look it up if you don't know anything about it. It's pretty interesting. All right. Anzu no Higi. Yeah. Anzu no Higi. And we got Misto Energy. Techno Radar. Techno Radar. Not bad. Nothing super stellar yet, though. It's okay, we're not even halfway through just yet, so I can't be too greedy here, but so far, nothing too crazy. I know that last stream when we hit that Zekrom in the first pack, it felt pretty good. You know, who knows if we'll be that lucky today. I do want to focus on this card again real quick, though, because, man, look at that. This looks so good. I love the Pokeball designs in this set. Like, so in the previous ones, they've got, you know, the little Pokeball stamps. But for these Pokeball and Master Balls in this set, they have this nice kind of stone, crystallized Voronoi pattern type background in holo, and it just looks really dope. Especially in the other card colors, but even this one looks pretty great. So, it's a nice card. Okay. Moving right along. Pack number, what, 4? 5, 6. No, 2. 4, 6. Yeah. Ooh, nice easy open here. What do we got? Nami Iruka. Nami Iruka. It's a cute Pokemon. Great art too. Looks like it's... Pretty sure that's colored pencil. Looks nice. Nokochi. Another Nokochi. Keishi. aka Abra. Right, so it's Abracadabra, Alakazam, and then in Japanese, Keishi, Yungira, and Houdin, from like Houdini. Okay, Yonowaru. Yonowaru, that's a pretty cool looking Pokemon. His whole evolutionary line is pretty great, and I really like the special arts rares that they had of this particular Pokemon too, that are all by the same artist. They look really great. I can't remember which set that's from, but really, really cool looking cards. Okay. Dindu. Ooh, another EX. Ogapon. Ogapon. Ido no Men. Ido no Men. Pretty good looking card. Alright. Over here. Do one quick adjustment after this deck. See if I can get my base cam to look a little less bright. It's a little blown out. Gabaito. Super Energy Kaishu. Jetto Energy. A lot of support cards in this one. Daichi no Utsuwa. Daichi no Utsuwa. Alright, let me take a quick gander at this one here. Didn't do a whole lot, but it's a little better, I guess. If you didn't notice, I'm wearing my Dodgers hat today. Dodgers. Game 2, you know, we did a lot better than the first one. They got pretty wiped during that first game of the World Series, but today they made a nice little comeback. And next game is going to be home turf, LA. Let's go. The powerhouse Japanese players like Otani and all those guys on the team are just really wrecking it, and like you know, Japan's really all about that. They love the baseball over here, so it's always nice to run into some Dodgers fans over here in Japan. All right, let's see what do we got. This is pack 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right. Team Bus. Pretty sure this is the Pokemon that turns into Melodic, right? Like the Ugly Duckling kind of story, right? Shigaroko. Yabancha. Iui. Hey, another Pokeball. Gachiguma. It's pretty good. There's actually a great art rare of this card from the set too, which I thankfully have gotten. That's one of the decent pulls I've had from this set of the few boxes that I've opened. Gachiguma Akatsuki. Got that red moon in the background. That's the Akatsuki, right? If you're a Naruto fan, you may or may not know what that means. Or have heard that word before. Alright. Uneru Minamo. See, that's one of those weird past future Pokemon names. Nidangiru. Nidangiru, that's a pretty cool looking Pokemon too. Great art. Suguri. Akuroma no Shunen. Akuroma no Shunen. Ooh, and an Nymphia, aka Sylveon. In the normal common, uncommon. There's no mark there, so I'm assuming that's just a common. Did they not mark the uncommons in this set? They had to have. Let's see. Now I'm kind of curious. Yeah, none of these have that uncommon or common marking on them. They've only got the rares. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Let's see here. Next pack. Pack number 6. We are now officially beyond halfway. Nate. Fukamaru. Tetsuno Iwao. Tetsuno Iwao. Odairu. Whoa, okay. Here's an art rare. Sophigo EX. Not bad. Nice and gold. Pretty sure it's Goldango, right? In English? Goldango 220. Let's find out. Yeah. Goldango. And that's an $8 card ungraded. Not too bad. What is that going to make it, like around 50 PSA 10? Yeah. Okay. Not too bad. Not the most amazing, but it's pretty. I love this Pokemon's design. He's pretty dope. And that card looks not bad. It's not an all gold Charizard from like the Inferno X sets that's out right now, but this is not too bad. Alright. First art rare. Moguryu. Samayoru. Omatsuri Kaijo. Omatsuri Kaijo. So that's a, what, festival place? Spot? What's the English pronunciation for that? Or English name, rather? 180. Festival grounds. There you go. It's a more natural sounding way to say it. Omatsuri Kaijo. Mushitori set. That's easy. Bug catcher set. Or bug catching set. So another little digression here, but if you know anything about Pokemon and Japan in general, bug catching is like one of the summer pastimes of the youth out here, right? When you're out living in the countryside, you go out and you catch bugs. They have like really big kabutomushi, big old beetles out here, and yeah, obviously that was a big inspiration for a lot of games. Especially Pokemon. So I can't remember the creator's name off the top of my head right now, but I remember him saying that, and I think Miyamoto didn't have a ton to do with it, I don't think, but either way, the creator basically said that his youth catching bugs in the summer was a big inspiration for Pokemon. And obviously there's gacha as well, right? Like the Pokeballs are basically gacha balls. So yeah, there's a ton of Japanese, traditional kind of inspiration and stuff that went into Pokemon. So yeah, nice little trivia nugget. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that already. Zayu. And that's it for that pack. We got 4 more. Hitotsuki. Get that mic over a little more. Hitotsuki. Karbo. Dodoro. Dodoro. Todoro. Todoro Kutsuki. Todoro Kutsuki. Another pass card. Another one. Habataku Kami. Habataku Kami. Hey. Yomawaru. So now we've got the full evolution again of this line. Maybe we already hit it earlier, but now we've got a nice Pokeball version. That looks really cool. Love that like reverse, sort of reverse hollow effect going on. Nice. Really nice. Happy with that one. I'm not touching it too much. Alright. Tetsuno Kashira. Did I pull this one already? I feel like maybe I did. I just realized I'm putting these in the wrong pack area too. Let's go here. I don't know, maybe we didn't. Not bad. Alright. Spin Rotomu. So the Spin Rotom. Spin Rotomu. Nope. Here. Yoru no Tanka. Like a night stretcher? What does it have to do with night? Let's see. 151. Yeah. Night stretcher. I don't know what makes the difference between a night stretcher and a day stretcher, but there you go. Azumao. Azumao. Sea King, right? Boom. And then, Waza Machine Evolution. So, Waza Technique Machine, TM, right? Or Technical Machine. I think Waza is Technique, but anyway. TM Evolution. Let's see, that's 160. Technical Machine Evolution. Yeah, so we call them technical machines in English, right? But Waza is not really, it doesn't mean technical, it means like move or technique or maybe ability or skill. But anyway, either can be, I guess, if it's technique, either can be TM, right? Alright, let's keep it going. 3 more packs. No evolutions yet. Hoping to hit that evolution. Sunbearon would be amazing, but you know, I'm not greedy. Give me something. Anything. There's what, like 8 or 9, 7, I don't know how many evolutions there are now. There's a good number, so I'll take any of them, even an Eevee. Alright. Waninoko. Waninoko. Got my Eevee. not the art rare variety, but I got him. Another Gachiguma. Here. Burororomu. Yeah, I got the number of rows in there, right? Burororomu. Burororomu. Another Ogapon, but this is the Ishizue no Men variety. So I know there's at least like what, 3 different varieties, maybe 4 of this, maybe more. I've seen at least 3 that I can recollect. It's an EX. It goes over there. All right, Pirakas. Irukaman. Suiren no Osewa. Suiren no Osewa. Gracia. Gorasu no Rappa. And that's it for that set. Or for that pack, rather. 2 left. We've got 2 left. See, I'm never lucky really with this set for some reason. I know the pull rates I've heard have been pretty bad on the English set too, so it's not like I'm the only one out here not pulling Sumbrions and stuff. But every once in a while, you'll see someone say they pulled a God pack, or it's just like all the evolution art rares, and you're just like, man, what would I do if I pulled one of those? I would flip, that's for sure. So a lot of those cards are a few $1,000 now, right, altogether? Alright, second to last pack. What do we got? Anoxa. Yomawaru. Yuki Menoko. Mashimashira. Ooh, an ace spec, right? Yeah, these are still ace spec. Treasure Gadget. These cards look pretty nice. You can kind of see that subtle hollow pattern going on there. There we go. We get the right angle. That's cool. Alright, nice little ace spec. That's the first ace spec from this box. Oh boy. Todoro Kutsuki. Kamichu. That's another cute little Pokemon. I love his evolutionary line too. Let me pull this one out here just for now. This is from the set after, one of the sets after. Whoa, that ring light looks really harsh on there. Anyway, Hydrapple, or Kamitsu Orochi, and the same evolutionary line here. I love this. I love the design on this card, though. It's not a particularly rare one, but I think it's just really cool. Alright, sorry. Back to this stuff. There we go. So, there's 4 different varieties of the Ogapons. So this is Oni no Kamen, which is demon or ogre mask. Oni can be demon or ogre, depending on the context. So, there you go. Demon masks. Pretty cool. Effie, which is Espion in English. Effie. Is that it? Oh, one more. Shoot. Boost Energy Kodai. Boost Energy Kodai. Kodai? I'm not sure. What is Kodai? Boost Capsule Energy. Ancient Boost Capsule Energy. So, I guess Kodai is just capsule. Boost Energy Capsule. Alright. Last pack already. Sheesh. Yikes. Man, we went through those real quick. Alright, well, let's see, though. I don't want to jinx myself. It definitely, but I gotta say, it doesn't feel like this is gonna have a big hitter on it. Or in it, rather. I could be wrong. I could always be wrong, but let's find out. Last pack. Can we hit something big? Umidigda, which is like the ocean variety of Diglett, right? Umidigda. I think in English we called it Wiglet, maybe, right? Yeah. Yeah. Wiglet. Shoop. Danbaru. Gilgardo. Pretty cool looking. Not too special, but okay. Take it. There's our Houdin. So we got all these guys too now. Houdin. Ooh, there's an Eevee. Eevee EX. Pretty cute. Not an art rare, but alright. Yeah, that's here. Tetsuno Tsutsumi. A lot of katakana. Tetsuno Tsutsumi. Delibird, right? But it's like a special kind of Delibird, the future version, hence the weird name. Doronch. Akamatsu. Mirokaros. And Kinkyu Boldo. And that's our last card from that box. That was it. Alright, so one art rare, no evolutions. But I don't have this card, I don't think. So it's not the end of the world. But I do think I'm going to play one of my dead clips here. Let's go. Yeah, that's me. Wanting to... Oh, just got Hidebooed. If you don't know anything about Hokuto no Ken or Fist of the North Star, they always die weird, crazy, gruesome deaths. And they always say weird, goofy, not like gibberish words, like Hideboo. So yeah, that feels kind of like a bit of a Hideboo. Not the worst Hideboo. But yeah, that was a pretty rough pack. Alright, well that was it. Let's see. Do I want to show anything else? I guess sure, why not? Since I'm on stream here. Let's see if anybody's in the chat. Yo, Sire said Ikuzo, what's up, Sire? Thank you for chatting and joining the stream and watching. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing good over back in Hawaii. Thanks for watching here. Let's see. I pulled this open in the last stream, so let's see if I can get the focus on in there. There it goes. This was the mini Kadodas machine, so I put it together and got all the stickers on there, and the cards are in there too, so it has the little working mechanism and everything, so I can go ahead and use it. I don't have a little 20 yen coin that'll fit in that little coin slot there, but I think that 20 yen price tag basically confirms that these things aren't really in production anymore, right? Because I don't see any gacha or anything worth 20 yen anymore. Most gacha these days are what, like 300 yen, like 500 now. So anyway, let's pull a card out here. Whoop. See what we got. Shoop. All right. I was gonna have a really hard time focusing on that, but there you go. Yeah, it sees it better than I can. It's even the cards even have, like, in addition to stats, there's actual like stories and information on the back. I don't think the camera's gonna be able to pick that up, but if you've got a magnifying glass, you could read that. All right, let's pull one more card out, and then I'll put this guy back, and then I'll actually open a new gacha that hopefully doesn't take any putting together. Shoop. And we get another little. Pretty sure these are SD Gundam, Super Deformed Gundam, Gaiden cards. So they're replicas of cards that came out at some point. I should do some research and find out when. I don't know. There you go. Make sure I don't lose that. It came with about, I thought it only came with like 4 cards when I opened it up on stream last time, but there was like, they were all kind of folded on top of each other. So there was 2 hologram cards, which are still in there, and then like I think 8, whatever, I didn't count, 8-ish regular cards. And so it actually, yeah, it holds quite a bit. I can just pop that off real quick and see. You can still see them in there. Little cards. All right, and then we've got our little Katamari Damashi friend. What is the race of the princes? I don't even remember if they have a race name or whatnot, but there you go. There's these guys. One of the little characters from Katamari Damacy. An amazing game by an amazing artist, Keita Takahashi. I'm a huge fan of his as well. Let's see. And then today's gacha. I do wish I had a drink on me right now, but I'll forego it. Just kind of get stuff done here. What's today's gacha? Let's see. Alright, that is... Oh, it's Keroro Gunso. And I don't think I have to put this one together. So, let me see if I can pop him out. And this is just Keroro. If you don't know Keroro Gunso, it's... I don't know. I feel like the characters are still around. I don't know if they... I don't think they're airing anymore. But there's like some tie-in with like Bandai and Gundam. I think, like, I know I have some... Yeah, Bandai right there. I have some Gundam model clippers that are Keroro Gunso brand, so... They're green and they're for like beginners and stuff, but they cut just as well as like a really, really expensive pair. I can't remember the manufacturer, but they're known for being a pretty popular brand for nippers for Gundam models and plastic models and things like that. There you go, a nice little Keroro character. Just put him up there with his little Katamari Damacy friend. He didn't come with a stand or anything, right? Let's see. Keroro Gunso Machiboke de arimasu. Machiboke. So there's all the different characters you can get. There's Kururu, Tamamani, Keroro, Giroro, Dororo. Pretty cute. Alright. Let's see. I didn't touch on these. Maybe I'll just talk about these really quick too. We got someone. This one's a 151, right? SV2A. Both of these are the 151. Pokemon 151 cards. Some of my graded collection. I don't have a ton of graded cards, but you know, every once in a while you get something you like, or you see someone you like, you gotta pick it up. These ones aren't particularly rare, but I've always been a big Bulbasaur fan. You know, most of the people are about Charizard and all that, but Bulbasaur, Venusaur, Ivysaur, that whole line has kind of always been my favorite since I was a kid. There's that. And then also, this one's Poliwhirl, right? Not Poliwrath, but I just loved the art on this one. This, again, the ring light's kind of a little too harsh, but let me pop this one off for now, see if that looks any better. No. There we go. No, I don't know. Looks okay. It's not, you know, doesn't have that harsh ring anymore, but it's definitely, the light definitely helps to bring out some of that hollow. But yeah, I just love the art on this one. Looks really cool. All right. I switch the there. Alright, get those back on their stands. I think I might call it here. Let's see if we got anybody else in the chat. I think it's getting a little late for a lot of people. Again, thank you for tuning in. If you tuned in, Sire, thank you for saying something in the chat. I appreciate it. Again, I'm Denjin. I'm an artist based in Japan. I also do a lot of collecting. I want to do more streams going forward. I just have a ton of Pokemon sets that I want to open up and packs that I've just been sitting on for too long here, and figured why not do it while things are still popular, and they're definitely popping in Web3 right now. If you've not seen real world assets, RWAs, those have definitely been making the numbers, right? So yeah. Anyway, maybe I'll do that stream at some point too, where I can kind of dive into not just the physical cards here, but some of the RWA websites and services that are out there, and then maybe some game streams, maybe some anime stuff. We'll see. I'm in a bunch of different communities, and I just got to see what one sticks, what people want to see. So if you like this stream, let me know. Give me a like and a subscribe and a follow on any of the various streaming sites. I need to be careful about which ones I call out, because I think there's I've heard there's a lot of cracking down going on about which platforms you are able to say you stream on and show chats from and things like that. So I won't list them all, but I've said a couple I think already, just because it's natural to talk about that sort of thing. But yeah, most streaming sites, I'm DenjinTV. You can see that down here. DenjinK on Twitter, and yeah, I appreciate any support, any feedback. If you want to let me know how I'm doing, what you want to hear, what you want to see, what you want to do. I think I might do some collab streams and stuff too, because I do have some friends that do some streaming. Most of them are in Pacific time zone, but open to doing some stuff out here in Japan time zone, just to make it easier. Again, so for me too, like last stream was yesterday morning Japan, now I'm doing it evening. It looks like maybe I'm getting a little more local viewers tonight, but that's pretty cool. So that's a good thing to kind of keep an eye on the analytics and see who's tuning in and when and for what reason. Yeah, so I don't have any set schedule yet, so it's all very experimental, just kind of trying things out and see what sticks. So again, yeah, I'm receptive to any kind of feedback you want to shoot me. Feel free to shoot me a DM or a message or whatever. Always happy to take everybody's feedback into consideration. So that was the Terastal EX. Let me go ahead and just throw this guy on a stand, just because we pulled it. Why not? And then I'll maybe wrap up the stream here. Doop. Let's go. And I'm not affiliated with these guys, but I'll go ahead and throw their water up on a little light thing again, because that just looks kind of cool. And then, let's see, got the A-Spec. Cool. All right, I think that's gonna be it for this stream. Let's see, how long have we been going for? Just under an hour. I'm happy with that. Unless anyone's got anything they want me to shout out or anything, I think we're good here. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you learned a little interesting tidbit of trivia from the random digressions I had, or maybe some Pokemon names you didn't know, or in a language you didn't know. I'm not the most fluent Japanese speaker, but I'm getting okay at it. I've been here long enough. And yeah, look forward to more of this, I guess, on my next stream. Thanks for joining.